I love drugs. And it's incredible that we are here today in the building that we're in, the Royal Society of Medicine, because I love to launch drugs. But what I do not love is the process of bringing drugs to market. It's slow and out of date. There's too much data, too many processes, and not enough people, which is why pharma uses consultancy third-party agencies. And that's fine. But we live in a world of autonomous cars and ChatGPT. So why is research not leveraging that tech? This is where GENASSIS comes in. I've aggregated a lot of data using a lot of smart tech so that pharma can do research and insight generation a lot quicker. What I've been able to achieve in 10 months has been pretty incredible. I've been incredibly resourceful, I've been bootstrapping, and I've been able to get a lot of people interested because of the network that I have. Now, where I am now is that I'm happy to share with you that last week I've got my first client committing to a pilot and a beta test for me to start in February. I'll start contracting next month, and I'm hoping by the end of the month I'll have my second client to do a pilot and beta test. So today I'm here asking for an investment of £1 million to help me to make 2025 the year of the pilots. I've got 4 pilots that I want to plan, and I've got the companies here who are along the track of where I want to hopefully get them on board. Please feel free to reach out to me, contact me, and I'll let you chat more. Thank you.
Thank you. Good pitch. Can you tell us about the team? Is it just yourself? Do you have
No, so I've got a CTO on board, and I've got a lot of developers. So as I said, I've been bootstrapping. I'm not a technical founder, but I've lived the pain through this. So it's something I've been sitting on for 6 years, and the last 2 years I was like, right, I'm going to give it a go. I tried to do something similar in pharma. It wasn't happening because I couldn't find the right partner. I then went on the other side of the table to try and build it. It didn't work. So I've been able to then build a team with a CTO, with loads, bootstrapping loads of interns across the world, AI, ML engineers who are ready to go, essentially. So I'm not at that stage where investment or payment for our customer to then actually activate them and on we go.
I have a question. What are you going to use money for? What's the plan?
It's to be a pilot, essentially to hire people. So for a CTO, 4 developers, and a project manager, essentially 5 people, it's going to cost about sometimes 600 to 700k just to hire them for the year. And then the delivery of the pilot, it's a paid pilot, but there's going to be an arrangement where they're not going to be paying for the full service, but essentially cost of goods plus. Plans to have 4 pilots next year, hopefully more, because there's certain modules and features. So the whole premise is that I need to hire the right people to then deliver this and to get the product marketing going. I'm fortunate to have a lot of people who are interested because I've been working around for 15 years. I know a lot of people, they've given me great feedback, and it's just hopefully executing on that and then realise the potential of what pharma needs, because it's a huge gap, it's a huge issue. And I think a good example is during COVID, a drug came to market within 9 to 10 months, never done before, from research to launch. Obviously, that was because the whole world collaborated, and essentially, there's no reason why pharma can't do that for other drugs, given now they have the resources and essentially the technology to do it. Yes, there's regulatory barriers and clear hurdles they need to do. Nonetheless, it's not insurmountable that you can't bring drugs to market sooner.
Is this like a CRO?
No, it's downstream from CROs. Because CROs obviously doing the clinical trials. So those in the room, CROs is a clinical research organisation. So these are people who essentially do a lot of the research and make sure the clinical trials are done safe and accordingly to what you need to do. I'm downstream from that. So once the clinical trial is done, there's a lot of research and work that needs to be done to get a drug to market. And that's where I come in to help essentially streamline the whole process.
Have you looked at using the platform for pharmacovigilance post-launch of the product?
Sorry?
Pharmacovigilance, so after the product's been launched, you still need to do your research to keep on top of what could be happening in wider markets. Have you looked at using this platform for that as well? So launch, but
absolutely, because post-launch, you'll obviously have more competitors and more things coming into the market, and then from a regulatory standpoint, you're constantly having to prove how good your drug is because there's new entrants in the market. So absolutely, you can use this because the whole premise is you can track historically what you've done, what's coming, and then forward look as well onto the market, how it's evolving. So the 4 modules is competitor landscape, so seeing what's going to come in the next 5 to 10 years, health economics, and factoring in actually how do you justify the value of the disease, and a few more, but I won't bore everyone else. I feel like I'm losing everyone.
Great, awesome. Thank you very much.